I had an event where I was having some health issues. I've been on and off, with God, back and forth, this whole controlling. I didn't want to let go. I've always been in control. It was really hard for me to keep together. I had CTs, I had x-rays, and everything was always just bad. They put me on medication, everything. In all this, I'm like, what is happening? Like, why has my world just turned for me? Like, I didn't understand quite what was going on. I felt like it was a point where God was telling me, now I need to get control of your life, and you need to step back a little bit and let me drive. Literally, it was like, you just gotta be still. That's all I want you to do is be still. That's all I felt, because I had no control. And then the day that I went to surgery, I've had like massive x-rays and CTs and all this stuff, and I went and had a last CT done before the surgery, and we went into surgery, and the surgeon comes out and he goes, hey, I reviewed the surgeries from like 2 days ago, and it was all clear. And at that moment, you couldn't tell me that the medication cured it. You couldn't tell me anything else, because since May till the day I got surgery on December 1st, there was no change at all with x-rays or CTs. There's no way. Just a tear came down, and I was just like, this is crazy. Like, that's the turning point of trust for me, believing and having faith. And I feel like every day it was like I was praying and reading the word and praying and reading the word. And, my mom's very spiritual, and, so she kind of guided me a lot through that too. But I never had my personal experience. And that to me was it.
Since I was a child, my parents, they've been from church, but I bared off of it from the environment that they put me in. I was raised in Boston, raised in an environment of gangs and violence. I've been a gang member. I've been a drug user. I've been anything you can possibly think of, I've been in. And I'm just amazed how God still has me alive. After doing so much drugs and doing all the things that I did, I just came to one point in life that I knew that if I didn't stop, I would die. I had to beg him, because I knew there's a Jesus. And I was doing so much drugs, and I was so much of the world that I begged him in that shower one day. And I said to him, God, I know that if you don't help me, I know that I'm not gonna make it. I know I'm gonna die. And I just kept saying, help me that night, and went to sleep. Woke up the next day, broke my leg. Most people would say, wow, that's bad luck, but to me it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, was to break my leg. Went to the hospital, found out I had diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, high cholesterol, all these things are ready for a heart attack. So right then and there, one of those, I said to myself, wow. And as I got the surgery for my leg and all of this, the doctor said, you can't smoke anymore. If you smoke, you're not gonna heal your leg. So these were the things that, a chain of reaction that God did for me, because if I couldn't smoke, I couldn't drink. I'm one of those people. So it was one of those things that led me to know my bad health and that I had to stop. Because I never had a day that I didn't stop for years. So I stopped, and that was the break that I really needed. So I knew, and to this day I know, that it was him that did that to me, because I would have never stopped. I went to church, gave my life to God, and ever since that day I've been bettering my life, and every day I try to better my life. Through that process, I ended up finding out that after I went through my journey of trying to fix my health because of the health and stopping the drugs, I ended up getting diagnosed with colon cancer. That's another battle that he had helped me through. Here today, 5 years later after that, I'm here. I have to thank it all to my Lord and Jesus Christ.
We grew up, our moms always kicked us out of the house and just go play in traffic and all that. And there was a Baptist church bus that would come down the neighborhood. and he lured us on there with donuts, Pastor Larry. And I eventually started believing, It just, everything started making sense. And I felt the changes in my heart and my soul. I grew up in a family where there was no believers. And actually, Jesus was like shunned upon, like, ha, 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 And like it was a big, joke. Basically, I still am the only believer in my family. So I'm trying to, pull them all in. And he really saved my life, many events. And, I lost a lot of people, from broken marriages to broken friendships to, just despair. But Jesus never left me. He was always there to comfort, always, the brokenness, the loneliness, he was always there. You need somebody to believe in and to lean on, and he just gave me strength every day.
So it kind of happened over the spring, just 9 months ago, 10 months ago. I found myself not being able to eat, not being able to sleep, starting to have a hard time finding, purpose and things like that. And I found myself in crisis like that May. Right around the same time, we talked about this before, like you feel the pull. And I felt the pull before, and I've gone to sermons and I've gone to churches and mega churches, and I felt in that moment like, the service is just for me only. I could be in a room with 100 people or 1,500 people, but that's just for me. I hadn't felt that pull in like well over a decade. So I end up finding myself in crisis, and then while going through and finding out things about like depression and borderline personality disorder, I was feeling the pull while going through there in medical facilities where, whether if it's a complete stranger that is talking about their religion and their faith, and use that as a lifeline to get through even things like mental health, right? What I've discovered the last, few months now is like, he gives me a purpose, and he gives me a reason to smile every morning and to want to maintain and manage, depression. He gives me purpose every day, and it's nice to feel that again. And I haven't felt it in such a long time, and it's an addicting feeling.
Yeah, I grew up with two very spirit-filled, born-again Christian parents. I grew up thinking that I was supposed to hear God's voice all the time, and I never did. But I grew up thinking God either isn't real or doesn't care because he won't talk to me. And eventually I grew up and decided I'm moving on. Nobody was there to make me go to church anymore. Oh yeah, I was an atheist for 25 years. The last 5 years have been rough. We found out my uncle, he had a great life, didn't want to live it anymore and took off to California, but he was missing as far as we knew because he didn't tell anybody what he was doing. So we found out he had died. And then 8 months later, we lost an amazing cat to cancer, only 8 years old. 2 months after that was when my grandmother died. At the time that my grandmother died, we were also finding out that my dad had very rare and aggressive cancer. After a couple surgeries, everything came back. We found out it was terminal, and he died in the beginning of June. That was really, really hard. So when my dad died was when things really just kind of started slipping into my media. My Pandora station started playing Christian music. God did this so subtly that I didn't realize it was Christian in the beginning. When I look back on that music, I had actually put it into a little playlist. It tells a story. It starts with God telling me, like, I need your attention, like, come on, this is the right way to go. And so I wanted to start reading the Bible, and you'll find out, okay, what does it really say? I went and I looked on Bibles on Amazon, and I got myself the Archaeology Bible, because I'm like, I need to see it, show me the proof. I suddenly knew in my soul that God was real.
My dad was an alcoholic. I have several siblings, and he kicked out most of them. It was a very tumultuous life. I learned not to follow him, not to follow in his footsteps. I was told, don't follow in his footsteps. Don't be like that. I always follow up the story that I saw him become sober. So that helps too, and that was there too. He ended up with an injury, really bad injury, and was in the hospital. And he just said one day, I'm gonna go to AA. I'm here. And so it was like 3 floors up from his bedroom, and he was like, okay. And I watched him follow that and follow that plan and followed God a little bit before he died, and he was 30 years sober before he passed away. So that was something that God was always in my life too, always, I believe so, to see that happen. I pray most every day. And so there's always that thankfulness coming through to me, things I live through, sometimes even the smallest things, just thanking him for that.
I struggled for a while, with the why, why me? Like, I've made a lot of mistakes, but then at the same time, over 2,000 years ago, he died for someone that wasn't even thought about for a long time, and then here I am, right? So that he is someone that I can trust and to get to know and can talk to at any time. It means everything. I mean, he's got one now. We didn't always have a relationship, but he's got one now, and he's stuck with me, so.
I believe, that he died and resurrected, for our sins, and I just want to be obedient and just obey.
That means everything to me. That means love. That means not being alone when no one else sees you, and even in your own space, in your own home, when nobody else sees you, God sees you.
Definitely done my share of things wrong and repenting and knowing that Jesus loves you and it's going to be okay. It means so much.
And I want to get baptized because this is like my covenant with God. You tell him, I trust you. I can't do anything without you. Like, I know I can't do anything without you. And I want him to know that. I mean, I'm sure he knows that, but I want him to know that, and everybody else here to know that, yes, this is me saying, I believe, I am faithful, and I know that he had died and risen for me.
Because it's the next step, getting closer to Jesus. And I hear that no matter what, we sin every day, but I want to wash away everything I do. I want to wash everything away, whatever it is.
To renew my relationship, to try to get back to it, to try to know that I'm in that point, that I do trust him, and that I want to make that a first step.
I think it's important. It's important for me. It's kind of like a final step, just kind of saying, yep, this is who I am. This is a commitment that I'm making.
Because I want people to see the glow that I have and the glow that I'm going to have on that day. Like, I'm going to come here in basketball shorts, high socks. Like, I mean, you have to see the glow because I saw it in somebody else.
This is just something I've been dying to do for years. I finally got the courage to do it, so thank you. I want to cry.